It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. The Springfield Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play, and Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good Monday to you. Hope you had a good weekend. Ours was full. I know that. We got a lot going on, but we made it through, and now we're starting a work week.
All right, here we are. Here's some news for you. This week could be even tougher in Israel, Gaza specifically, as Israeli Defense Forces warn of a possible ground invasion coming up on Friday in its war against Hamas. This past Friday, Hamas did release 2 American hostages, but there are still believed to be more than 200 people still held hostage by Hamas. Meanwhile, this weekend, the Pentagon sent an aircraft carrier and an air defense systems to defend U.S. troops after an increase in attacks on U.S. facilities there. Back here at home, you could see $40 per month savings on your heating bill. That's good news. Springfield City Utilities reports a significant drop in natural gas prices across the board, expected to carry on throughout the winter season. CU projects those lower monthly bills from December through March.
Hey, we'll take what we can get, right? Any savings is good savings. Hey, if you have a hard time getting good cell service in some parts of the Ozarks, internet service as well, you might soon see an improvement. Maybe not soon. Soon is a relative term. The Department of Economic Development has given out about $12 million, because that's what they do, for construction of new cell phone towers. It will fund 29 new projects, serving more than 17,000 what are deemed as high-need locations across the state of Missouri, including Howell, Laclede, Ozark, Texas, Vernon, and Wright counties, to name a few. Governor Parson said expanding cellular connectivity statewide remains a top priority for both public safety and economic growth. And Missouri State University is honoring some well-known alumni who have given much to the university. One of the honorees, of course, actor John Goodman. He helped raise about $274 million for Missouri State and has done a lot of other things for the university, including helping to build an outdoor amphitheater that now bears his name. He will be honored on December 15th.
Yep, good for him. I saw a recent picture of him. He looks so different than his days on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
Gosh, what's his show? Roseanne. I couldn't think of the name of it. All right, here's a little help with high grocery prices. Walmart and Aldi's both report that they are going to be discounting some of the holiday staples for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners. The discounts start on November 1st and end on December 26th. Aldi reports it'll offer lower prices on 70 classic holiday food items by up to 50% off. And Walmart too says that you can expect savings there on staples.
All right.
For that same time frame. So yeah, that's nice because grocery prices are what's driving the inflation the most.
We'll take what we can get yet again. Chiefs had a successful weekend. Patrick Mahomes threw for 424 yards, 4 touchdowns. Travis Kelce caught 12 passes for 179 yards and a touchdown. Kansas City beat the Chargers 31-17, as all of you know. They now have command of the AFC West. Chiefs visit the Broncos next Sunday.
All right.
And speaking of football, you going to mention the Chiefs?
I was just going to say that we also had one of our Chiefs winners, if you will, from Niangua, Gary from Niangua won the Guess the Score giveaway from Around the Ozarks. And he got a Dwayne Bowe signed jersey. So that's exciting.
Okay. So what he did was guess the total score closest without going over. So that score looked like 48 was the total of the Chiefs and Chargers. So he guessed somewhere close to 48, but not more than 48.
Yeah, maybe 48 on the nose. Yeah, I don't know what his actual score was either, but he is the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So there you go. Good job, Gary.
Maybe he was by himself in choosing that score. Probably not. Maybe some other people. And then all those people are thrown into a hat, and we draw the name, and his name was which shows us. So congratulations.
So don't forget, if you want to join for the next game, you can, and you will either win a signed jersey or 2 tickets to Arrowhead Stadium. So check it out at aroundtheozarks.com. Just go to contest.
Yeah, neither's a bad deal. That's for sure. Speaking of football, Ozarks Lunkers, the new Arena Football League team, had tryouts over the weekend. It'll be interesting to see what comes of that. And now we know that Cox Health Sports Medicine Department will provide healthcare services and state-of-the-art facilities for the Lunkers. Cox Sports Medical Team is led by Doctors Shannon Woods and Heath Malujan. Woods has experience working with the team physicians of the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Olympics as well, so that's cool. Dr. Malujan has cared for multiple professional and Olympic athletes as well. He's also a current team physician for the U.S. ski and snowboard team. Wow.
I know. I was reading their resumes. The Cox Hospital sent out a press release, and so they're both super impressive with all of their sports, which I guess it makes sense. That's what they do. But it's neat because it's so many like well-known teams and, Olympians, and I don't know. Very cool.
Yeah, that's
go
a big
Lunkers, go. Even though I don't like your name, I like you. Can that be a thing? Can I like you without liking your name? Okay. Okay. Now this. Any guesses, Mr. Forhets, on who is the fastest at fast food? Don't look at the answer. Did you look at the answer?
Who's the fastest at delivering fast food?
Yes, like in a drive-through is what I'm talking about.
I would have to go with McDonald's.
Nope.
They've been doing it a long time.
It is not McDonald's. Apparently, it is Taco Bell. The Quick Service Restaurant Magazine does this every year. And sure enough, Taco Bell came in first place this year. It took them 205 seconds. So I think it's funny that they break it down, into seconds instead of minutes, but whatever. Chick-fil-A finished the slowest, apparently, but this is interesting. The magazine says that customers surveyed say that they don't feel like they are stagnant while waiting at Chick-fil-A, even though it took them the slowest or the longest time, but rather their time there is still forward motion. Like you see movement, you see progress until you're next.
That's true.
Sometimes, when you go to a fast food restaurant, you are waiting, and even if it's not for very long, if there's no other movement around you and you're just sitting at the window, it can feel longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely true. Here's one thing that I appreciate about Chick-fil-A and actually Taco Bell, now that I'm thinking about it, is that the app, I like the app because you get rewards if you use the app. But what I do like about the app at these two places is that they don't start making it until you click the button to tell them that you're there. Because here's a problem I've had some other places is that I feel like if I order something on the app in advance, then they just make it right then and it sits there until I get there, which is a problem because it's not hot and blah, blah, blah. So, and I think maybe that's true at Taco Bell. Maybe it's just that I do it. I hit the button whenever I get there at Taco Bell. I'm not sure, but I do know
at Chick-fil-A. I do not have an app for a single restaurant.
I do know at Chick-fil-A that if you order it when you want, but then it says, tell us when you get here and we'll make it. And then they actually do. So I appreciate that. And they give me rewards. I get rewards for the hard work that I put into ordering.
Awesome.
On the app.
There you go. Okay, temperatures were very nice this weekend. No complaints, but we know winter is coming sometime soon. So here's a story about averages. So this is fun. The average first day with low temperatures of 32 degrees or colder coming after the summer months is what? So here we are. For Springfield, we normally, on average, hit that low on October 24th, which is tomorrow, folks. That's tomorrow. For West Plains, their average low of 32 degrees or colder typically, on average, comes October 22nd, which was yesterday. And then Lebanon is October 20th. So we're beating the averages this year. By the way, by my calculation, or we might be losing on the averages if you like the cold winter months. But this average was taken over a 30-year period from 1991 to 2020. And those were the dates.
Well, then we're above average here because we're already whatever date we're at. What date is it?
The 23rd. Today's the 23rd.
23rd.
And Springfield typically, yes, is on the 24th. So tomorrow. It would be tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm looking at the 7-day forecast, and we get down to a week from this coming Tuesday, we get down to 33. So that it could happen then. But that would be Halloween morning.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. We're in good shape.
All right. Just want to mention it one more time. The Chiefs. Go Gary from Niangua. Thank you so much for playing at aroundtheozarks.com, clicking on contest, and then our Guess the Score giveaway. It is fun. And yeah, he got the signed jersey. You could also get the tickets though. So one or the other, depending on where the game is. So what else? Anything, E?
No, I don't think so.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Yeah. Have a good Monday and a great week. Hope it's off to a good start. And tell your friends. And we'll see you back here bright and early on Tuesday.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Monday, October 23rd. And it is warm out there early this morning. We have temperatures in the mid-50s in most places. And it's going to be, dare I say it, a hot day in the Ozarks. High temps climbing into the 80s for some of you. But today is probably the last, really nice one that you're going to want to get outside for a stretch. Above average today. It will be breezy. We have a south wind back in the forecast and a whole lot of changes ahead in the forecast this week. We got a lot to get through on this Monday in the forecast because this week, if you have outdoor plans, it might be kind of dicey. Lots of rain chances are showing up in this 7-day forecast, but not today. So take advantage of today. It will be breezy, but sunny. I have temperatures today that will get close to 80. That's going to be our afternoon high on this Monday. So well above average. And we are talking about numbers that are going to remain pretty comfortable for a couple of days, but we toss in some rain chances into the forecast. And I'll just say it now. Find your umbrella and just have it close by this week. It's a good week to just keep it in the car, one in the car, one at work. You don't want to get caught. All right. The headlines include that today, it's the pick day to get outside, get some things done. Don't discount the breeze, though, because I think that will be a factor for us today, tomorrow, and especially on Wednesday. We've got these really strong south winds keeping the warmer pattern going. Talking winds gusting to 20, 25 miles an hour today. I think similar wind gusts tomorrow. And then by Wednesday, we could see wind gusts over 30 miles an hour. So it really will be very breezy in the Ozarks this week. Today, we've got a whole lot of sunshine. And then Tuesday, the cloud cover starts to build in. Today, you'll need the sunglasses, and I expect that today is kind of the only one where we're not dodging rain chances. Not every single day in this forecast is a washout, but I think there will be some rain around each day this week, starting Tuesday, lasting all the way through the weekend. It looks a bit unsettled in the Ozarks. Activity's picking up. We're starting to see more of a fall pattern in the overall kind of upper levels of the atmosphere where I monitor the jet stream and a lot of where the moisture comes from. We've got moisture surging back into the Ozarks. We see that south wind. It's drawing in some moisture. It's increasing the dew point, and it's increasing the wind gradient too ahead of our next frontal boundary that will get here late in the week. Today, what we're talking about is sunshine across the region and those strong south winds. Rain chances, they begin on Tuesday. Not everyone sees the rain on Tuesday. I think the best chance will be west of Highway 65. And then rain chances kind of on and off. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday, even into the weekend. I have a few rain chances in the forecast. What I want to alert you to kind of early is that because there are so many chances for rain in the forecast, and occasionally there could be a few thunderstorms with this, there will be places that end up getting maybe too much water too quickly. We'll have to watch that excessive rainfall because we are outlooked from the Weather Prediction Center one of those days for seeing excessive rainfall. That's mainly going to be the western Ozarks, and much of Kansas and Oklahoma are also included in that outlook. Rain chances, though, are looking pretty good for us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and temperatures through that time period are really not bad. we keep the south wind. I expect that because it's this unsettled pattern and a stationary front, we're not going to see a big dip in temperatures. They'll remain rather mild with highs in the 70s, lows each night falling back into the 50s and 60s with a lot of cloud cover. So temperature-wise, things are looking good this week, but we'll be dodging rain chances beginning tomorrow, lasting all the way through the weekend forecast. Excessive rainfall, though, is possible, and I told you about that. I really think that probably Tuesday through Friday, most of the Ozarks are talking about close to an inch of accumulation. Now, I want to say there will be pockets in here that have some higher rainfall totals, especially it's looking like those western counties. So if you're in a place that's prone to flooding, just keep an eye on that, especially as we get closer to the end of the week. Chances of seeing more than 2 inches of rain look a little bit lower, but the probability is a bit higher in some of our western counties. So it's something to keep an eye on. And then if we add more rain chances over the weekend, then we could be talking about a little bit too much water too quickly. Where I really think we'll see the most rainfall is going to be back in central Oklahoma. There are still some drought conditions there, so they want the water, but I think it's going to be one of those situations where we're talking about a bit too much, too fast. We asked for it, but we didn't ask for it like this. High temperature today, 80 degrees and dry. Enjoy your Monday. It's a beautiful way to start the week. The rest of the week looks kind of soggy. I think cloud cover is locked in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Partial sunshine and still holding on to the rain chances by the weekend with highs back into the 60s by Friday and Saturday. Still temps not bad. I'm going to give you a very early hint here too. I've been looking at this forecast through the end of the month and it looks warm here for the next 5 days or so. By the weekend and early next week, the bottom may drop out just in time for Halloween. So early warning, I'm watching it, but it looks kind of cold to me as we get closer to the 7-day, 8-day time frame. Ooh, we could be dealing with some really cold temperatures and maybe a hard freeze area wide by the time we get to about Halloween. So if you're thinking about the costumes already, maybe think about how you can alter them. You don't want to put a coat over it and cover it up, but can you add layers underneath? Can you choose a warmer costume if you're on the fence? Right now, I would err on the side of choose the cozy costume. All right. The other headlines around the country include that an upper level trough is actually going to drive more active weather in the country in the coming days too. Not for us here in the Ozarks. We're getting the effects of this with the rainfall. However, they're talking snowfall up in the Northwest and portions of the Northern Rockies today. Snow chances in the forecast, not widespread, not too unusual for this time of year, but maybe the first, real winter blast that we're talking about a week from now, which is the cold that I'm talking about for the Ozarks by next week. A big blast of cold possible in the forecast next weekend. So stay tuned. I'll definitely be updating you on that as the week wears on. All right, it is time. What everyone's been waiting for, the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question. I will start the question that I left you with on Friday. This one, kind of a spooky question. Crossing paths with a black cat is considered bad luck. But where does that superstition originally come from? And the options that I gave you were ancient Rome, medieval Europe, ancient China, or medieval Africa. Those of you that entered your guess over on aroundtheozarks.com, and you got a right answer, well, you're entered to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee, and that would be if you answered B, medieval Europe. That is where the black cat superstition originated. The life of a cat in the Middle Ages was a whole lot different than the life of a dog, primarily to its association with witchcraft, darkness, and the devil. They were very superstitious, those Europeans. So these poor black cats got branded as these, dark creatures with witchcraft. And that's where it originally came from. But other cultures celebrate cats, and especially black cats, such as ancient Egypt. They thought of their black cats to be a resemblance of a goddess. So I guess it was better to be in Egypt if you were a cat opposed to Europe, because those poor cats just got a little bit of a bad rap there. I always like black cats. I think they're so cute. They always have the best eyes. All right, here's your wake up weather brain twister question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. This one, do you know it? What color is pure water? Do you think it is A, blue, B, clear, or C, green? Take a stab at it. You can win $20 to Scooters. And who doesn't want that? We all need to start Monday with a cup of coffee. So head to the website and enter there. Thanks so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather on this Monday morning. I am so happy you are here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. You can do that wherever you're listening to this podcast now. You can also download the app, aroundtheozarks.com. Find us on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks so much. And we will talk again early tomorrow morning. We'll chat rain chances, timing, totals again, and I'll have an update on that cold blast that might be here for Halloween.